Okay, so all right, you guys want to hear me complain about Boogie for a second? Okay. Boogie's I forget exactly why we're going to talk about it. But when people say to Boogie, they're like, "You could have lost more weight. You failed your surgery. You're still fat. You should be skinnier." Boogie's always like, "Yes, I hear you, and I hear your feelings and your opinions, and that is correct. I could have done better, and I want to do better, and I'm going to try because I'm a beta cook, people pleasing piece of shit." That's what Boogie says. Okay? Now, if somebody walks up to me and says, "Hey, you lost 200 pounds. You could have lost more, and you should have lost more. How does it feel to be a failure?" My answer is, go f yourself. Eat shit.
Well, here we go, folks. The time to talk about Boogie2988 has come once again. Now, Boogie is pretty boring in my opinion. He doesn't really do a lot of stuff. Like, realistically, most of this dude's comedy comes from the crazy stuff that he says and the fact that he's come so downhill from where he was before. I mean, this is a dude that has over 3 million subscribers and he's getting about 35,000 views on some of his better videos. You know, that's like some of his more well-performing videos. This dude has gone so downhill from where he was at one point, and being on lolcow live hasn't really saved him much. I'm sure it's pretty good for his pockets, and I'm sure it makes him feel good that people are still watching him in some capacity, but it's not positive at all. He has to know that, right? Ultimately, in this video, I just wanted to talk about some new stuff that has come up with Boogie2988. Now, none of it is major, it's just some stuff that I found funny. Like, for example, I wanted to take a look at some of his new videos, as well as look at this clip that I found really interesting, where Boogie talks about his sexuality. It's pretty crazy, man. The things that this guy says, he's just too open. With anything, with his YouTube videos on lolcow live, like, it doesn't even matter. Even before technically becoming a lolcow, this guy would overshare on the internet. It's just a pattern, man. He loves to just open up a video and spill his whole life story, tell you everything negative that's ever happened to him. I mean, I assume y'all know Boogie, right? Before he was technically considered a lolcow, he would always make these real personal videos where he would talk about his struggles in life. And at first it came off slightly genuine, but you got to look back at those and think about like how much of that is genuine and the rest of it is just for pure attention. Because people really took that stuff at face value and decided to feel bad for this guy, considering that he was like the Mr. Rogers of YouTube or whatever. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. First, I wanted to talk about two of Boogie's new videos before we got to anything else, just to get them out of the way. There's a little bit of comedic value in them. I'll be honest, the first one is pretty boring, but it does give you guys a good example of how shitty Boogie's content got. Because this first clip I wanted to look at is basically him going to a Walmart and telling people that he's a white dude for Harris and asking them if they're going to vote for Harris or Trump. Really, he's not asking anybody anything. He's kind of just making statements at random people and screaming at them and pointing the microphone at them as they pass by. He's a really shitty interviewer. He doesn't really ask questions at all. He kind of just says like really outlandish statements and looks for the other person's reaction, which works sometimes in man on the street comedy, but you have to get really specific with it and kind of interlace it with the questions that you ask. You can't kind of just start making crazy statements. You got to wait for the person to say something and then, you know, you can respond back with whatever you have. But I think Boogie doesn't really get the concept of interviewing somebody at all.
Hi, Keemstar. I'm sending you this footage because you personally requested it. You said that since I disappointed the fans because we had sound issues at the Trump rally, I had to then now go to places in my hometown where people are going to recognize me and know me wearing my White Dudes for Harris shirt. And since you need this in such a hurry, there's a limited number of places I can go where people are going to be. So I'm going to be doing this at a Walmart where I can definitely get kicked out and I could definitely get trespassed.
All right, I missed that, but I'm already in the chair. Hi there, White Dudes for Harris. White Dudes for Harris. Oh, cool. Yeah, White Dudes for Harris. There is the cop car right over there, but I want to show you the cop car. Just make sure he's not here. Just make sure the cop's not here. There's somebody working right there, so I'm... Cop car's right there. So... You looking forward to our first black president? Is that what you're looking for? First black president. First black president.
I just don't want a crazy president and run.
Have you seen Harris laugh? Come on. She's crazy.
I'm sure I've seen her laugh.
It's better than Biden. At least she knows where she is, right?
Yep.
And she knows when she's in the kitchen or the White House. Do you think they will turn the Oval Office into a kitchen? Or the kitchen into the Oval Office?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But white dudes for Harris.
Is Boogie fucking stupid? Does he really think that the cops are going to take the time out of their day to stop this dude who's screaming about white dudes for Harris? Realistically, I don't think a cop really cares. He's not doing anything illegal as far as I know. I mean, he might be loitering because I don't think he's buying anything from the store, and you can't really just chill outside of a Walmart and do whatever you want without permission. But I doubt that the cop would say anything to him as long as he's not there for an extended period of time. I mean, he's doing more damage going by the cop car and, you know, making a bunch of noise and screaming about it and being like, yeah, you know, they're going to catch me. Like, obviously he's bringing attention to himself, and he's doing that on purpose because he wants to make it seem like it's some kind of big deal. So the video seems better, like he's actually doing something and somehow doing something controversial, when in reality, nobody gives a fuck. Like, nobody's giving him the time of day because this isn't controversial at all, and nobody really cares. They don't even really want to talk to him because who the fuck wants to talk to this dude about politics? Now, the next video we're going to look at, this is something special. The next video we're going to look at is Boogie returning to his Francis character. And I use the term returning lightly because it isn't really the same character. In my opinion, in this video that I'm about to show you, he isn't playing a character at all. He's complaining about a new version of the PS5 or some new aspect of the PS5. To be honest with you, I wasn't paying attention to anything this dude was saying. I was just so confused at how this was even a character at this point, because most of the time he drops the voice anyway, and it seems like he's complaining about something that he's genuinely mad about. It's pretty crazy because the old Francis character, it was obviously an exaggeration. You know, he might have disagreed with some of the stuff that he was complaining about, but it didn't seem like it was his genuine feelings. In this, like I said, he's dropping the voice and he's kind of just screaming. Every once in a while, he sort of sounds like Francis. But at the end of the day, I mean, I just hear Boogie screaming and complaining, sounding like he does on lolcow Live, and sort of doing a voice, not even really that good. Like, he used to be able to keep up the Francis voice most of the time. I don't know what happened. Maybe he forgot how to do it or something, or maybe it's the genuine anger coming through. But either way, he can't do the character for shit. I mean, if you can't do the voice or you don't understand the comedy anymore, just drop it. Because this video isn't funny. I mean, the old Francis videos really weren't that funny anyway. I'm sure if we went back and watched one of those, we'd probably think it was garbage. But either way, I mean, this is even worse. This isn't even a character at all. Like I said, this is just Boogie being Boogie.
Well, the age of arrogant Sony has returned. With no competition from Xbox or Nintendo, they decided it's okay to charge you $700 for a brand new PlayStation. Oh, but the cost doesn't stop there, because this piece of crap doesn't even have a disc drive. If you want to play the games you already bought on disc, that's another $100 after tax, you idiot. Also, if for some reason you don't want to put this hamburger from hell sideways on your entertainment console because it takes up the entire console, then that's going to be another $40 for the stand, you idiot! That is, if you or the scalper that's wrecking your life is lucky enough to find a console and a disc drive and a vertical stand all in one place, you may as well be playing the lottery at that point, because with supply chain issues being what they are, we're going to have the PlayStation 5 launch all over again, because PlayStation, for some reason, will only be able to afford to make 9 of the goddamn things. Good luck finding one. And what do you get for your near $1,000 before scalper prices? A slight graphical upgrade. Look at this. Can you tell the difference? I got an 80-inch television, and even I won't be able to tell the difference. Who is this for? Also, you can have the luxury of buying their $70 games at the base price, $99 for the deluxe version, $150 for the ultra deluxe version. Also, you can play the recent Sony exclusives for the PlayStation, like Concord. Oh, wait, they shut the servers down already. Oh, there is one feature that I was leaving out, and that's your PlayStation 4 games are going to get a graphical upgrade when you play it on your new PlayStation 5 Pro. So for only $1,000, you can make your older games look better. You know that thing that Xbox has been doing for free since 2020 when you bought an Xbox Series X? You dipshits! Shoney, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but a lot of us can't afford Mountain Dew right now. The economy's rough right now. Obama! If you want customer loyalty to stick around for the next generation, prices gotta go down. Not up, down, not up, down, not up, down! Because the truth of the matter is, we all still want one. I still want one, I just can't afford it. Come on, Xbox, please. Please try to compete. Please, Nintendo, release a new console system. Anything to get Sony to stop being such pieces of shit.
I mean, y'all heard how genuinely angry he was in this video. It's pretty crazy, man. At this point, he might as well just make rant-style videos and complain about whatever he wants, because that's basically what he's doing, and then kind of sort of disguising it as if it were in the Francis character, but really, that's what Boogie believes. You know, he's super mad about something to do with the PS5 because, I don't know, maybe it's too expensive or some bullshit like that. I don't even use a PlayStation. I'm an Xbox kind of guy, at least now, because PS5s are way too expensive, man. But either way, that's not what we're talking about. Boogie's annoying. Like, it's just super annoying to hear somebody bitch and moan about something and complain about it when you don't even really care about that thing. So I just couldn't focus at all. I was just too intrigued by how bad this video was and how far Boogie has come from the YouTuber that he once was. I don't know how he can get away with this stuff. Obviously he isn't. I mean, look at the view count, man. It's abysmal. He's got 3 million subscribers and he gets about, on average, as much views as I do. I got 20,000, man. Like, come on, dude. You got to be doing better than that, booger boy. You know what I mean? You got to be doing better than that. Those numbers, they're horrible, dog. Now, last but not least, I wanted to end this video with one of my favorite clips. And this is a clip where Boogie explains an experience that he had with another boy. Who knows if this is true or if Boogie just kind of wants to show off for lolcow Live. Either way, I found it to be really funny the way that Boogie overshares. And I don't give a what his sexuality is or what his preference is or what he does. I could care less. But he doesn't have to overshare so much. Like, nobody needs to know these things about you. You don't have to sort of volunteer this information out of the blue and say these things when they really don't need to be said.
Video games, we need a new AI song where it, like, take out the Boogie line and turn it into a Boogie's gay. He hangs out with Chad every day.
There's nothing wrong with being gay. I played with a dude's in high school. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
He played with a
dick if you want to, Dean. Suck a dick if you want to.
How did you end up playing with a dude's wee-wee in the high school?
My friend named Michael asked me if I was bi. I said no. He said, "How do you know you're not bi?" I said, "I don't know, because I'm just attracted to women." Because I wasn't into men until I tried it. He says, "Would you like to try it?" I said, "Fuck it. I'm 15. Why not just give it a shot?" So we kissed a few times.
Whoa, whoa,
It
whoa,
turned to be off.
whoa. You touched
What?
a 15-year-old's wiener?
I was 15. Yes, we were both 15. Fucking moron. I was 15. You can't be a if you're sucking the to someone your own age, you fucking idiot.
Hold up.
And we made out, and he had fucking stubble, and I realized I'm not into fucking men, but I figured I may as well fucking touch the goddamn thing while I was there because I was never going to touch another one. So I felt him up there his fucking shorts. Are you happy?
Like I said, it's a little funny. It's got some comedic value to it. You have Boogie explaining this experience that he had using the language that he does, and you know how Boogie talks. It's a little goofy. So the way that he explains it doesn't really give any credit to what he's saying, you know what I mean? It doesn't make it seem like it's something heroic that he had some kind of sexual experience outside of the norm. It just makes him seem goofy the way that he explains it. You know, I don't know why he was trying to say it, maybe to seem like he's an ally or like he's diverse, or I don't know how you would say it, you know what I mean? I don't know how you would explain these kind of things. Maybe that he's like woke or something because he had a sexual experience. I have no idea what this guy's point is here. I know that he was arguing with Keemstar because he's always arguing with Keemstar about something or another, right? Him and Keem always butt heads, and then at the end of the day, he ends up just succumbing to Keem's wrath and doing some weird shit like getting on his hands and knees and praying for forgiveness.
I'm sorry, Tommy C. I'm sorry, Daddy Keemstar. I'm sorry, Nicholas Di Fiorio. I don't know how to pronounce him. I'm sorry, Jordy. I'm fucking sorry. It was fucking stupid of me to go on Rich's fucking show and give away the fucking storyline. I'm a fucking attention hog piece of shit. It was fucking stupid. I should have left the moment Muda came on. I'm fucking stupid. And I'm fucking sorry. I understand your decision. I'll hand over any passwords you need, wherever you want. Sorry.
But either way, that's it for this video, folks. I feel like we don't talk about Boogie a lot on this channel, and rightfully so. I mean, he is pretty boring, but either way, it's nice when a couple fun clips come around, you know what I mean? I can kind of put them together. They're in a pretty similar time frame, so they all go together really well, and it gives you guys a good idea of what the Boogsters got going on, what Booger Boys got to come, right? And it's pretty boring. Man on the street comedy that sucks, that's sort of directed by Keemstar, and the Francis character making a return, but it's not really the Francis character. It's sort of Boogie just going on a rant. And then you have the obvious and, you know, the very clear oversharing that happens on the daily with Boogie at this point. I mean, if you check his Twitter, he's always saying some weird stuff or making a weird video. You know, it's Boogie, man. He just gives everybody way too much details into his life, and it ends up always coming back to bite his ass. But that's it for this video, y'all. If you watched all the way to the end, you're the best. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. That all helps out in the algorithm. Also, if you want to see more of me, or if the channel ever goes down or something like that, you ever wondering where I am, you check Rumble. You can go to the_leaping_lemur. Check that out on Rumble. I'll also leave a link in the description. And basically what I'll be doing is any video that is, you know, a little bit too crazy for YouTube or something like that, I'll end up posting to Rumble. Or if I have a day where I just want to make a Rumble video and it's a little bit too edgy for YouTube, I'll just post it there. Like, whatever, you know what I mean? I'll just use it for the extra content. And like I said, if anything ever goes bad on YouTube, you can find me there. If I ever get a strike, if, you know, the channel ever gets deleted, something crazy like that. I'm not saying it's ever going to happen, but if it does, you'll find me there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.